Hey everyone, how you doing?
Hey guys.
All right.
Hey.
Okay, so a little background here of where we're at and how we got here is that corporate once a year would put on a leadership event for 2-star diamonds and above. And then this year, I believe they went to 5-star diamonds and above. Well, Summer wanted to do something for the diamonds on our team, right? The diamonds on her team. So it started off with her personally sponsored diamonds, and then as we got closer and worked more, she says, you know what, let's extend it down and do like a push to diamond and see really who wants to go to a leadership event in Utah for 4 days and do something Tucker style. And so we were like, yes, let's do that. So we started doing that, started working towards it, and then we put it together so that, or she put it together so that up and coming diamonds can join this group and kind of work towards it. And so let me tell you how this worked out. So what happened is that she noticed that it's not, well, as we all talk about, it's not about rank, and we learned that so much from Summer and what she teaches us, and we pass that on. It's not about rank, so she started thinking about it. She's like, you know what, this is how we're going to do it. So I think she already knew at the end, but what she did is she basically took the people who were willing to be held accountable every day. So it was basically do what we do, right? Invite, be a product of the product, and read your personal development. And it was tracked every day. And on our team, these two girls right here, and my wife, sorry, I'm talking about these two girls right here. This is their mom right now. These two girls right here really shined in doing so. And it wasn't anything extra and above what is already asked of every coach, right? But now you're being held accountable. Now your feet are to the fire, right? And it's like, oh shit, do or die. And they did, and they pushed through, and they earned this beautiful trip out to Utah for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We leave tomorrow. And we're in like a 10-bedroom-ish mansion out here in this beautiful area. I'm sure you guys have seen probably some pictures already. But it wasn't by accident that they got here. They worked for it, and they did what it takes. And the thing is this is a leadership event, and to learn how to become an authentic leader, not just to come out here and learn, hoopla beach body stuff. It is a true amazing event, and Danny and I couldn't be more proud of these two girls right now. And before we kind of put them on the spot for a second, Danny, do you want to say something?
No, it's just awesome to be able to bring our team down here with us to actually dig into what it takes to be a leader and get that kind of one-on-one mentorship, because we can do it through Team Courage or Team Shockwave or through team calls all day long, but it just kind of takes a different hold when you are there in person and it's real and you guys are crying and you're sharing emotion and you're breaking down walls and you're learning, why you're really doing, what your why is behind doing this business. And to be able to bring our team as an extension and have them learn and then have them pass it on, and just basically leaving a legacy and how to do that and how to leave your footprint where you're going, and all these little nuggets that we're picking up. How awesome would it be to have, not just 4 of us here next year, to have, 40 of us here, 400 of us here. We'd have to get like 5 mansions instead of 1 and a lot of eggs.
A
lot of eggs. But, just having these girls here, I know just with Chris and I here, the humbleness, how raw it strikes you down to your core, just learning what we're learning right now, and to be able to go back and to emulate that to our team and to have them emulate it to their teams and so on and so forth, just learning the steps, just what have you guys taken away from just this last, it's been 3 days now. We got here on Thursday, now we're on Saturday, so we got a chance to go to corporate yesterday. We've had 2 amazing speakers come in. I mean, we've laughed, we've cried, we've
multiple times.
Oh yeah,
multiple.
So let's touch on that for a second. We'll go maybe one at a time. We'll go. We'll start with Andrea here. What has been your biggest takeaway so far?
So part of what I think we share both in Team Shockwave and what I've shared with every coach that I have on my team now is that this business is bigger than fitness. It's bigger than that. It's to everybody on Team Courage, to everybody on Team Shockwave. And here, it's not about Beachbody. It's not. It's about how you're growing as a leader, how you're helping other people, how you're developing servant leadership skills, and how you're breaking yourself down. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean literally breaking apart the layers of yourself to take away those parts of you that won't let you grow forward, okay? To help figure out what's holding you back. Because the realistic part of it is that we don't take chances with ourselves. We don't learn how to grow. We don't learn how to do things because there's things that we have innately in our brains and in our hearts that we have to grow past and that we have to challenge ourselves to move forward with. And that's what Summer does every day. She does it in her webinars. She does it in her trainings. And this was amazing. The summit was awesome. Danny Johnson was awesome. But these events are what they are because of what they do for you, not because it's some big hoopla that you're around all the people and big leaders in Beachbody, but because you're surrounded by people who have they may have different goals, but you know what? Every single one of them are looking forward and lifting you up, and that's what it's about. So that's what I got out of it. Or what I mean, and I'm still getting.
Yeah, we're not.
It's not over. So
we have another speaker.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
I couldn't say it any better than Andrea. You learn a lot about yourself when you come to something like this. As long as when you go to any event, but especially something like this where it's so personal, and you really get to know your team, other teammates that you see on calls, which is awesome. You get to actually talk to them and share stories, each other's stories and struggles with each other, so you can help each other even grow more. And you get, you find out things about yourself that you may not have known that you were struggling with, or you may have hit barriers or struggled with certain things. You're just wondering why, I wonder why this is happening this way, or you're trying to get through things. All of us struggle in life and family or business, and like Andrea said, this isn't all Beachbody, so it has been a very emotional weekend for me. All of us, definitely.
Yeah.
But realizing that there are so many more things that you can do, and that each of us has so much value to give the world and to other people, and to really kind of break down so many barriers, even with your heart and maybe things that you're doing one way and realizing, oh my gosh, I've had like 500 epiphanies since I've been here. But I'm excited to just be able to share everything that we learn and that we've been able to take from this with everybody. But being here is the only way for you to get all of it,
right?
So it's just so important. And when you go to events, or being here, or even talking on calls or anything like that, it's so important to have an open heart and an open mind when you're listening and taking training and just personal development and everything in. What am I going to learn out of this? Is what your first thought of before you even start that book or start that call and get on it, or talking to or listening to a speaker, or being here. I know that we have very much made sure that our hearts were open and our minds were open, and it has definitely been worth it, and it's shown. So
One more thing, guys, this is bigger than challenge groups. This is bigger than challenge groups. Challenge groups is where it starts. The reason why we get involved in this is to help people, and challenge groups are where it starts. But there's so many other ways that you're helping people that you don't even know about. And as coaches, we get the bigger part of it. You're helping others, but you have no idea how much you're helping yourself, because as you lift others up, you go right with them. So that's the benefit of this, and I mean, it just gets better every time we go. So
Yeah,
I'm thankful,
definitely.
for sure.
Awesome.
Very
And so,
blessed.
I think we're also thankful that we all, are here and surrounded by this. And like Angela said, the only way to experience anything like this is to be here. And there's no reason why any of you guys watching this video can't be here another year from now. There's no reason at all. But listen, you guys, this is so important. And the reason why that we wanted to do this video for these two today is because these two have what it takes. These two, listen to these two. When you guys, just like Angela said also, when these girls come back and they come back with something to share with you guys, go at it. Grab your notepad. Sit down. Listen. What'd you learn? Feed me. Feed my brain. Because these two girls and ourselves have been surrounded by some amazing, amazing stories out here that are way beyond, just like what Andrea said, way beyond any kind of challenge group or any kind of, I call it a, silly weight loss business or something like that. Way beyond. So truly blessed to have you guys in our lives. Mean a lot, very much.
Yeah.
So anyways, these two girls have what it takes. Please listen to them with open ears and open heart when they get back. All right?
We love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
See you soon.
Adios.